The history of the church goes back to being built in approximately 1860. It went through a flood and a period of rebuilding during the first few decades. But generally it was a church until it was deconsecrated. The population seemed to move to Hatch, and so the diocese built a new church in Hatch. And this, like I said, this church was deconsecrated and has not had a mass since 1964. And it has been in private ownership since that time. Our understanding is that through the years, major things have been done. Replastering the walls, they were originally raw adobe. The part of the church behind you there was open ceiling, and so that ceiling was put in the 1890s, we believe, something like that. A piece of the church fell down over here, the archway, during a dynamiting for some water and sewer by the village. And so that was, we think that was in the 70s or 80s or so, and so that was restored. It is primarily the same original structure. We understand that there are 2 priests that are buried underneath the altar. We find that, of course, very interesting. Outside in the courtyard, we also have a little gypsy boy who is buried here. Either he died from disease or he was shot and killed, and the family asked that he be buried here, and so he was buried here. So we know of at least those 3 individuals that are on the property. My sister and I found out about this church on the internet. We had a friend who actually found the property and emailed me and said, check this out. The property was so unique. That is why my sister and I decided to get it. How often do you have a chance in life to buy a church? So I did. I was down here within the week and purchased it shortly thereafter. What we have done as far as restoration since my sister and I have owned it have been primarily repair on a structure this old, the plaster cracks. So we have done a lot of replastering, and then with replastering comes painting. So we have spent a lot of time doing those kinds of repair works. We have, for instance, 2 irrigation systems on the property, and those have needed a lot of repair. But what we hope to do is we are keeping it as a church formation like you see it now, and we're hoping to use it for events. If people would like to get married here, if they would like to have quinceañeras here, or any kind of celebrations, family reunions, retreats. We welcome all those kinds of activities. We also have sleeping arrangements that can go along with those events. We would hold the events either in here. We also have a very large inner courtyard. We also have a rectory, the original rectory of the priest, and so that provides also space for meeting space as well as accommodations for sleeping. Since the whole church property is a city block, we have lots of room for possibly like tenting, and we have the village of Hatch is looking towards having a beer and wine festival in October. And so we would have those kinds of vendors set up outside in the exterior of the property, outside of the church. People can contact us either by stopping by or calling us. My phone number is 720-272-4026. My sister's phone number, her name is Alice Marley, and her phone number is 712-420-5719. And then also we have a Facebook page, and that's at St. Francis de Sales, Hatch, New Mexico, and that's NM. Those are the primary ways to contact us. We have visitors, and quite frequently. Whenever the gates are open, we're home and we welcome anyone to come and see the church. And what we've noticed is that people who were baptized here or married here, or they were maybe the altar boys here, they are in awe of this church. They rever it. They find it a very holy place still, even though it's not officially, a church. The emotions that people have seeing their church it is really heartwarming to see. The best part of this church and property would be the historical significance. through the years, all of the celebrations that have occurred here, all the memories that have been formed here. So it's quite a very special place.